Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Get this all sorted out here. I'm out on a hunting expedition. The lady Ereketh is working on the castle. Been trying to get us a supply of red meat. How am I doing on arrows here? 15. So I've burnt up 8 arrows in the process of being out here and hunting. Went out and placed a skep for bumblebees. And I've been taking animals that I find, but went after a pig, and instead of attacking me like they normally do, he ran for it. I caught up with him, he ran again. I caught up with him, he ran again, and then I had to bed down for the night. It's the bunny rabbits. But I'm not after bunny rabbits. That was definitely a score. I come up with 2 or 3 more of those, I'd be happy. That would give us a heck of a supply. Go up, and I'm also checking an apple tree that I located earlier. The lady Ereketh has set up some dirt blocks to plant trees in the upper part of the castle. So that should be pretty cool. Thank you for your sacrifice. Make sure I get all my arrows back here. I think that was it. But I went and placed a good platform with plenty of flowers. And put a skep down, so we should have bees there in a relatively short amount of time. And then while I was working my way this way to hunt, came across another bee tree, so...
I wanted to look that up. Thank you.
Well, come back. What were you looking up?
Well, I wanted to look at a picture of the pulverizer.
Ah.
To see where the input runs.
Right.
And it does run into the side, so I've got to make room for it on the side. Can do it, just, you know. Eh. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we baked a whole bunch of blueberry pies a while ago.
Meanwhile, back at the outhouse, things are piling up.
Oh, so bad. What are our grains like? What's our grain situation? We have a lot of rye left. Plenty of spelt. I'm not gonna make rice pie, that just seems silly. Yeah. Gotta make raspberry pie. We have to get our fruit up. Our grain. I mean, I guess I could make porridge.
I just found a nice patch of exposed copper. Super and duper.
Just not seeing that the porridge with fruit fills us, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna cook
porridge.
some anyway.
Porridge is not particularly filling in the game, but I say if you feel like you need more food options, we can always add culinary artillery. It's got way more recipes, and it's got muffins and yogurt and all kinds of stuff. And then there's like large copper kettles and I don't know what all. Yeah, this is actually a pretty nice deposit here. We're in real good shape for copper already anyway, but figure might as well gather it up while I've got the opportunity and a fresh pick.
Okay. So I have 4 days on the other berries. Come on. Oh my gosh.
What's going on?
You can't pick that up.
Can't pick what up?
Unless can't pick another pie up unless you have an empty hand.
Ah.
And of course, because I didn't build stairs. I just, struggle on them. Ladder every time. Every time, it doesn't matter. I'd build a little chute if it helped, but it won't.
Well, this 29 halite stone will make you much happier. I found a gravestone, and that's part of what was in the treasure. That was brilliant. Positively brilliant.
Excellent.
There was a barrel and a bucket, a fair pile of rot, and the halite stones.
Well, I'm hoping that this is going to be enough to bake the bread without me having to do a whole lot to it. Haven't worked out how the temperature works in these baking ovens yet. But they gotta be pretty close. Right, so I was looking up, we need like 46 boards and a whole bunch of other, like, lots of resources to make these pounder bits.
Yeah.
So my thought is so it's a little bit frustrating because in order to make the factory bricks, to make iron, we have to make one of these pounders. But if we I guess we are kind of stuck. Hello, welcome back. We're kind of stuck because we have to in order to progress, we have to make one. If you want to work iron at all, you have to make one.
Yeah.
There's a hot pie waiting. I made blueberry. Isn't that exciting?
Yes, it is. I'm trying to get my chest off and up on the wall. There is a grand total of 28 raw red meat for you in there.
Hooray! Okay, can we smoke them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. There's 30 rot. I've also got the halite stone in there, a couple of rusty gears. I'm basically just putting anything that you will particularly be interested in there.
Very cool. We're rich.
There we go.
We're rich. Found some blue mushrooms a while ago.
Yeah, I saw that.
Make us some mushroomy stew type things. Okay, so I'm gonna put the red meat down here so that we've got 3 days to get it in the smoker.
Yep. Just as soon as I get my inventory cleared and sorted out, I will happily work on that for you.
Check my crops up here. Then I'm gonna grab some make some path blocks. Thank you so much for the seeds.
Yeah.
All right. This is so weird.
What's that?
Well, you know how your growth is stunted, blah de blah?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, cabbages that are next to each other. One's stunted, one's not. That's why I'm having my complaining pants about this whole situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if it was consistent, it would be okay. But it does not appear consistent to me. Maybe I'm missing something. Get the halite in here.
So you put the meat downstairs?
Yes.
Okay. There we go. So I'm putting some cordage in the same container that we're keeping the meat in. That way, if you have meat, all you've got to do is put one cordage and the meat together in your crafting grid, and it'll bundle them up for the process. And I'll get these in the smoker.
Alright, that's a barrel's worth. But of course, I can't have my container open and my kern open because reasons. I need a barrel.
I just put a fresh barrel in the hallway,
Oh,
just to the right of the door as you walk through.
brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah. There was a barrel in a bucket in that grave along with the other stuff, so I figured you could use them here in the kitchen.
You are absolutely correct.
Because I've got all the barrels I need over in the smithy. Yeah, I think if I just do a roof that's cogent to the curvature where the sheepies are, that'll give them some shelter. They'll still have enough light so they won't despawn. And that should work out well. Plus, it'll give us another, upper surface.
Well, I have plenty of aged logs, so... Dum dum dum. Here we go. Got a water source down here. Got us plenty of soybeans too. Okay.
Okay, well, we've got a bunch of aged wood slabs here.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So if I can make use of some of those for the process.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's logs, there's slabs, there's full planks.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And a wood fence gate, so.
Yes, I went ahead and made that, and then there's some more fences down there too.
Yep. Wunderbar. All right.
Wait. I'm gonna pickle the cabbage first.
Well, they should not require anything other than salt when it comes to that for the cabbage. Because you cut cabbage with salt, leave it for the appropriate amount of time, and it becomes sauerkraut.
Well, I just put 50 liters of water and 50 liters of salt. Or in 50 things of salt, and it won't let me seal it. So I must have the recipe incorrect. Ah, okay. It is 1 to 2. Okay. That should give me 20 brine left. We'll go ahead and do that. Excellent. Okay. I forgot my ratio. Don't mind me.
Well, I was just saying that the way they've got it in the game is very clearly something that they just thought about as opposed to actually investigating. Because, man, that used to be my favoriteest thing in the world. When you've got the layers of salt and cabbage and it's made the changes that it's supposed to make, the cabbage itself is so good. Sauerkraut, as most people in the United States understand it, is what happens when you take the contents of that crock and you can it. So that, of course, cooks it. But when it's fresh and it's been through the process, it has a completely different taste that's just astonishing. And I used to sneak down into the basement and eat salted cabbage. I know you find that hideous because you don't like cabbage, but
I don't like cabbage and I don't like salt. So
well, the thing is that the cabbage weeps internal moisture, which is what transforms it, and it doesn't absorb the salt. Instead, it becomes this light, crisp, slightly sour kind of. If a person likes Korean style pickled vegetables, they would be bonkers for it. But
I love you. I'm still gonna say no. Just no.
I know. With my cauliflower and my cabbage and my broccoli and all the things, my artichoke hearts.
Artichoke hearts are fine.
Yeah. And the little green balls of death, as you call them.
Whoa. They are little green balls of death. The most descriptive.
Well, explain what little green balls of death are.
Brussels sprouts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Most descriptive terminology that I can come up with is little green balls of death.
Yeah, the only vegetable that just makes me throw up a crucifix and start sprinkling holy water are lima beans. God, I can't stand those damn things. But other than that, I get along pretty much with everything else.
That's because you're just incredibly tolerant. Okay, so did you find the extra boards and logs and things?
Yeah, I've got the materials. I figured I'd be working on it after we slept. So
Okay. All right. I just didn't know if you were waiting for me to show you where anything else was. I have the saw in my inventory, so if you need, I can put the saw back up if you think you're gonna need to cut any of the.
nah, I don't expect I'll need the saw.
Yeah, we harvested a lot of those planks. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep.